Good morning, folks. That is the beautiful Lake Dartmouth, and it is cold and wet, and all the other boys are asleep and they don't have to wake up until they want to, because they were driven down from Sydney a long way for an excellent weekend of adventure. But man, is it going to be wet. Oh, folks, I've been putting up with damp and cold for a good few weeks, so I've got no excuses. I'm acclimatised, but I just love it. Surrounded by the beautiful Alpine National Park. There's so many sambar in there, and there are so many trout in that water. The good times must be natural. Look, folks, I know it's not Bonnie Doon, but how's the serenity? That's the way. Doing it, man. Oh, not underneath that. That's kind of a relief, isn't it, bro?
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh. Hey! Dinner!
Well done, mate.
Thanks, brother. Oh. See how they're a bit different in the lakes? They got that kind of chromy silveriness to them.
Yeah, right.
Fucking beautiful. I'll knock it on the head, man. Let's have it in the fall for dinner, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Well, first fish for the trip. Just that beautiful colour. Just a nice pink. It's also idyllic, that's the thing. I could just wake up this morning, one of the best dappled sunrises you could possibly imagine. The water is so clear. You know, I saw 2 Macquarie perch cruise by the pier this morning, and they were big too, and I'd never seen anything like that before. That was sick. We didn't catch them, but caught this one. And there'll be deers. We've got days to get onto them. Loving life. Good times are natural. Well, last hour of light. Having a cheeky crack, why not? It's just been such a perfect day. Everything was going to suggest, forecast wise, it was going to be a disaster, and it just hasn't been. You know, one rainbow on the deck, good times, great people, sambar deer in the hills. Let's chase them. I didn't record in time to get the honking, but man, he honked up close. Oh, it made sense. Perfect habitat for it. Oh. Let's go. I've got to find it. Let's go. Oh, right. So you're on low mag now? Yeah, I was on low. Awesome. So, like, and there could be more than just him, you know. Definitely worth going for a walk. We only had about an hour and a half of light left, and we've been honked more times than I could pick the camera up, which I think was about 5. But yeah, we'll be lying down the spur now, and try and manage our way out of the snaggy, sunken forest, get back to the ramp, get ourselves sorted. We're just cruising back, top speed, and we've just been greeted by the emergence. Not too long off the water, and under some very reasonable sign, but it's not really the point. Like, kind of live in the knowledge that they're everywhere and that there's just a bit of pressure on them. So my only thought is I'm not trying to track animals down right now. If I get honked, well, I'll have a look, see if I can shoot something, but I try to put myself into the most ideal position, hopefully with a bit of view for the binoculars, just to sit. I could sit and let the bush start happening around me and prepare everything for the last 2 hours of light in the day. I hope you heard it. Crusoe's getting honked. And it means a lot more to me that he knock over a deer than I do. I hope you can hear it. 5 honks now. So that means it's stationary. I mean, I believe it's stationary. There'll be a very good chance of him getting a round off. I can hear a motorboat up the bay now too. Didn't see a deer today. Heard the honks. Nowhere near me though. Doesn't matter. That's good, you know. Sambar constantly demand this kind of respect. When you think you're all over them and it's all easy, it's just unbelievably sensitive. But why does that matter? Look at that. So happy to be here. Into it. I've chosen a flatter piece of ground today, just to try and just get right up into some creek zones and then maybe start hitting spurs from there, but just kind of want to get a bit further in, but also set myself up for a very slow, methodical return to camp. Yeah, like that mid-arvo thing. About 70 metres away, just moving parallel, quite firmly. And unfortunately my wind's been just shooting straight up to there. Fuck. Gone. They've smelt me. camera just then. That was a really awesome chance missed. But I didn't actually see him except for just a tiny bit of his back. It was a good stag. He was only 20 meters away. How the hell do you that up? Literally the freshest rub I've ever encountered. That's fired me up big time. Just like that. It was a matter of seconds. Hind. She was just there. She's dead. I was just watching some rainbow trout in the creek, and then everything had changed. Like the topography's flattened. I've got to look at her. I've got to go check her out. Relieved. Really big hind. Really big hind, and more than enough for Chriso and myself. What a relief. Folks, I won't talk for long because I need to save the camera battery and all that, but beautiful animal. I'm so grateful for it. Just the moment before I knocked her over, I was just looking down in the creek. I could see two rainbow trout just in spawn formation with each other, just cruising in this tiny little, very small puddle of the creek. I knocked her from 12 meters. I looked over, I heard a little bit crack, I thought, oh, maybe there's actually a few in there, and all of a sudden she's just there. She's staring at me, bang. Wasn't much to think about. Anyway guys, I'm going to cut her up. We're going to get back to the boat and keep that camera dry. I feel so grateful to be here. What a magnificent part of the earth. I'm so glad I was born in Australia. Maximum respect. Buy good times are natural. Folks, I won't go on about it, but it's moments like these, soaking wet in the middle of the Alpine National Park with half an hour left of light. Oh, full on. I live a good life though, folks. Let's all stay safe out there. Fallen over 3 times and my knee hurts.